Hello, everyone. I am eating apples, and welcome back to Spazian's Hell's Alien World, my Planet Zoo. So, last time I did a lot of time-lapse building and a lot of decoration, and this time, you probably guessed it, I'm gonna be doing a lot of the same shit. There's still a lot I want to finish. For example, there's a lot of fences that need to be placed down. The decoration for the pink lake, which I actually need to rename this to Smoothie. Smoothie, what's another word for, like, waters? Synonyms. Water. Let's do Smoothie... What's this? Let's do Smoothie Sea, even though it's just a little pond, just because I like the sound of Smoothie Sea. So I still have to redo the decorations for Smoothie Sea. I want to decorate and finish the flowers around here, and obviously redo the ones on the path and stuff. I want to do the rest of the fencing, like I said. I need to redo this because... In fact, while I'm talking, I'm gonna go ahead and demolish all this stuff, because the stupid ass... I didn't know that you needed to have your education right up against the ass crack of the exhibit. And because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and redo it and get rid of it. Get rid of everything that's around here and redo it. So, there's all that, and then I want to get rid of the seating and the speaker, and again, I'll redo this. Myself, because it's just a shame. I didn't know that was gonna be a problem. But I also need to set up education for the other animals. So, for example, Missy and Buggy's education is going to be right in this area, but I'm going to fix the path and stuff first, because this area is a goddamn fucking mess, basically. So I'm going to fix this area first, and then, like, obviously there's some shops over here and some toilets that are being, like, unused because they're in a weird spot. Also, we need to decorate this. I'm not going to do all of that in the time-lapse. The time-lapse is probably just going to be the fences that I still need to put down, decorating Smoothie Sea, and then, redoing the peafowl education, and I'll come back like as like a normal episode after that, and we can do some other stuff. I'd like to add in an animal soon, another new animal soon. So let me just smooth this out. Alright, so I'll redo that. And, I'll also redo this in time-lapse. Like, I am sorry that a lot of this series is gonna be, like, time-lapse and, like, sped up, but To be honest with you, that's just kind of the way it is with these creative series. I don't really particularly like building while I'm, like, without speeding it up, because I just like to focus and not feel like I have to commentate all the time. So, that's, I guess, why this game would be good for streams and stuff. But I don't particularly want to stream it, to be honest. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and begin the time lapse and go ahead and fix up all of this fencing and nonsense and stuff. And after I fix up everything, we will come back and we will work on this area up here, I think, because I want to see if we can't get ourselves. Let's see if there's any for sale right now at the moment. I want to see if we can't get ourselves some good old-fashioned, let's see, before I say it, I want to see if they're in here at all. Got some zebras. Come on, I guess there's none right now, which is a shame. There's no gorillas at the moment, but I'm gonna keep checking animal trading to see if there's ever gorillas, because I want gorillas. I want gorillas so that we can bring back the Donkey Kong area. That's what I want over in this section, is the DK area. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing this, so just enjoy the time lapse. Okay, I know there's no music right now, but I'm just butting in here to say some things really quickly that really piss me off. As you can see, these PFAL statues are really low resolution textures, and there is literally nothing I can do about it. I don't know what the fuck Frontier did when they made Planet Zoo, but they fucked up royally. Because this kind of stuff never happened in Planet Coaster, and as you can see, I'm looking at them from this angle and they look fine, but then from the other side, their textures completely fucking fall apart. So, what I'm trying to say is, as you can see, when I sit still, they look okay. Like, this stuff never happened in Planet Coaster, ever. And yes, I know there's different mechanics and blah 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 in this game compared to that one, but if it never happened in Planet Coaster, which is essentially the same fucking thing, but with theme park rides instead of animals, it shouldn't be happening in this game, because they are fundamentally the same. Regardless of different mechanics and different undercoating. It's unacceptable that this is a thing that is happening, because I made large, massive parks. This is a tiny little fucking area compared to what I made in Planet Coaster, and I'm already having texture issues. And it's not just with these PFAL statues. Over at the Shrine Memorial, these statues sometimes are low-res textures as well. I don't know what determines it. I really don't, but all I have to say is that see, there it is. Now they're low res for no reason. It is completely unacceptable. It is fucking stupid, and it pisses me the fuck off. I could actually rage right now how angry I am that this is a thing that's happening. Again, this never happened in Planet Coaster, and it shouldn't be happening in Planet Zoo. But I just wanted to tell you all that this is a thing that is happening, and I cannot do anything to fix it. Graphic settings don't work. Updated my driver already. This is just an issue that seems like everybody is getting and nobody knows how to solve it, and Frontier themselves aren't doing jack shit to fix it. So, that's all I have to say about that. I am going to get back to work now. I'm pretty pissed off, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. are beginning the start of a new exhibit. Except for this was a test, and this barrier is not what I'm doing. This was just a test. So, I tried to, first of all, I tried to use my model as I play. No, that's not gonna happen. This game eats your computer's entire soul. Then I also tried to stream this game. Again, absolutely not. This game eats your computer's ass, so that's not gonna happen either. So, essentially, hello. I'm back from some test streams and some test live 2D model stuff, and I can say with much, with much and many no's that will never happen. I will never be able to use my model and play Planet Zoo at the same time, at least on this computer, because that is not going to fucking happen. It is not. And streaming this game is out of the question because it was so laggy and horrible because my computer is not the right specs for it, probably. Anyways. No time lapse, at least not yet. We are going to be doing some terrain editing together, so let's let the zoo, you know, run and do its thing. Essentially, I am going to be using some of these pyramid stamps, which look really stupid at the moment because they're just big candy corns, but I want to make a mountain range, essentially. So these are going to be good starting points. Now, my goal, and this needs to be, like, massive, basically. Like, I want this to be a big thing that people hike up. Like, huge. I am essentially going to make a really interesting habitat for some lynxes. That's what I want to do. I want to make a lynx habitat, and I've already purchased the lynx while I was trying to test out my model and also test out trying to stream. So I have the lynx already. She is already with us. She was a pet surrender. Thank God, because why would you have a fucking lynx as a pet? So, my goal is I really want to make a cool, like a really cool mountain like exhibit. So like it's gonna have a path up the mountain, so like a path from down here up the mountain, and of course I'm gonna do like a lot of bridge work. We're not gonna follow exactly on the path, but a path up the mountain, and then all this path's not gonna stay here. I'm gonna loop it a little bit differently, but then this lynx is gonna have all this space and then some mountain space as well to live on. So that's what I want to make today, and I've decided that I don't want to speed this up. I'm just gonna make it with you guys today. And again, I already feel a little sad because I'll never be able to use my model when recording. I might be able to give it a shot later and see if it'll work. But if it's gonna be choppy or ruin the quality of the video more than it already is just because of this game and how demanding it is, then I'll probably not do that. Alright, so as you can see, I'm just building up this mountain. And my goal is to make it so that we can get like a little cave viewing area for the lynx. So at the moment we're just kind of making this thing, and it doesn't matter how crusty it looks because I'll fix it up later. But here's like a mountain, basically. Like this is like the beginnings, the bare bones of a sort of a mountain. So I'm going to make this really really, really, really thick. And then I'm gonna actually start pushing inside of it. Because I want to carve out like a cave. And I'm gonna carve it out as much as I can. And we'll fix up like the outside pieces too. But I want to carve it as much as I can to make like a cave viewing area for guests to look at the lynx. So right now it's looking really stupid, but again, don't worry about that. Okay, so here's pretty good. I think that this is a good place to put the null barrier, and I'm gonna flatten this out so that, not like that. Gonna flatten it like here, just so it's a little bit easier. And this will be the viewing area for the lynx. And I'm gonna delete all of this nonsense because this isn't gonna be here. I'm gonna move the path up a little bit. And then go back to terrain. And yeah, it's like uneven. You can see that it's uneven. I'm gonna actually pull it up a little bit and see if I can flatten it out a little. Yeah, that's like a little better. It's still uneven, but again, that doesn't really matter. So I'll be fixing up the mountain so that it's actually a cave, but this will give guests like plenty of room to come in and see the animals. And I actually want a flat, like I want it to be flat, so let's make a flat square. Then let's take that flat square and let's do flatten to surface. That way it's actually level instead of weirdly sideways, because that's not really what I was going for. Leia had some babies, which is great. And now we have a flat surface. So obviously I kind of destroyed the mountain, but you'll get what I'm seeing as the time goes on. So let's make some more plateaus, just as a guide, and going to sculpt some more of this out. And also I want to actually flatten more of this as an overhang. And then I'm going to start pulling up this to meet up with the top part. There we go. And I'm going to gradually pull it down like this so that it's like an actual thing. Go, then flatten that. Missy is expecting more babies. I have to keep an eye on their son just in case crocodiles start alpha fighting, because I don't know if they do or not. Actually, I wouldn't mind this as like a little arch thing for the lynx to walk through. That'd be pretty cool, actually. This thing needs to go away, though. Goodbye, little floating lands. It's cool, but it's not what I want at this very second. Okay, so... research is complete. Everything seems to be okay for the moment. Alright, let's get you guys working on something else. Okay, Shu. Daryl, you can work on shelters and climbing, and Delilah, you can work on transportation. How about our vet research? Okay, rotavirus. Okay, they're still researching really important things. PFAL. Vet has not attended for a long time. Well, I'll have a vet and a mechanic run over there and just take over the entire area for a little bit. Yeah, I know. There's been a problem where this one veterinarian we have can't access any, like... what's the word I'm trying to say? They can't access any... like, vet facilities right now because there's just none. There's just none available at the moment. More vet research is done. Let me pull up more of this mountain. And I'll also add some like climbing stuff too for the lynx as well. So that it will have an easier time of climbing the mountain. But I do want the lynx to have a cool mountain. There was only one lynx available, so I didn't get a breeding pair or anything like that. So I just got one lynx. But I really wanted a lynx, so I'm glad I went ahead and got her. And now I'm just trying to smooth out the sides of this mountain so that they gradually go down instead of being so stark and harsh. You can see that a lot of the land over here has been pretty harshly edited now. But I'll be fixing that, so... Alright, and now to fix the top of this, so that we actually have a cave instead of just whack-ass thingy. Okay. So let's make a cave. A cave. Squishy is about to mate. I hope they have a baby. That'd be great. And here's gonna be the cave entrance, so I'm going to skip that. Skip that part. Yay! And this part of the cave, if I can get them to connect up, there we go. This part of the top hill will be for the links. cannot see shit. Does that seem big enough? I think maybe the roof could be pushed up some. It's not a huge, massive cave or anything, but you know, still cool though. Right, that's pretty good. And then out the front here, like once I get all this like level with each other, will be the start of the fencing for the habitat, so let's do that. So the barriers, I want glass in here, so let's do glass. Terrain too uneven. Oh, fuck off with that. What do you mean it's too uneven? Bleh. Okay, I'm gonna start it here then. That's not, I don't want that. Like, I don't want it to go up. How can I make it so it doesn't go up? Because that's not what I want. Like, I don't want it to go up, I want it to go through the terrain. I'll just fucking suck my own cock, I guess. Let's see. Right, so I think the path will come, like, through right here, so... This is a huge exhibit. Little fella better like this fucking place or I'm gonna cry. all the glass sections and raise them up really, really high. Perfect. Now it does peek through here, but we can cover this with rocks and stuff. So that's no problem. Now let me just pop a habitat gate in. So we'll do one on this side, I think, just right here. And that will work for now. And then they can pop in and help out and do things. Now I just need to make sure that we can have this area be navigable for our zoo staff. Because that always seems to be the problem that I run into, is that the zoo staff can't even use the damn thing. So we have our research for our frog done. Okay, these two are free now, so I'm actually going to pop them to start researching different types of diseases. And we're gonna go ahead and probably... Yes, I remember now. We're going to go to habitat staff traversable. So the staff can get down to the bottom, which is good. I'm just gonna smooth more of this out to help the staff be able to actually walk on more of the land that we have here. I just want to lower the unnavigable area as much as possible. I mean, that seems like pretty good coverage, so I'm happy with that. I think that's fine. Seems good to me. Yes. Yes, I know they're having to queue to use the facility. I know. I need more facilities. I'll work on it. I know. Okay, so now I want to do edit barriers, and I'm actually going to go in and replace some of these with our rainbow barriers, and I wonder how this looks actually. Is this the glass color? Usually it tells you what you're applying it to, but in this case it's not really. Oof. Oh god. Is there any way I can lower certain segments of fence? Like lower these ones and lower these ones down? Okay, yes. Because I want to lower those down. Because a lot of the fence that I'm going to do up here is going to be like giant pillars of colorful stuff. And to keep them in. Sort of like what I did with the crocodile exhibit. Like these pillars and stuff. To keep them from jumping out. But for the front, I want to do... do I like this fence? It's kind of gross. Like, the glass up here is really clear. Like, you can see how clear it is. Like, it's pretty nice, but this glass down here is kind of shitty. I suppose that's alright, but again, it just looks so gross. The glass doesn't look good. It's like, ugh. Does all my glass look like that? Oh, I suppose it kind of does. Oh, well, this glass is super broken. What about this glass? This glass is kind of broken too. I guess it all looks like that, so it's really not different. It just looks crusty. Alright, well then in that case I'm fine with it. It's all crusty anyway, so whatever. Okay, so this is usually the stuff I do in the sped up stuff. But I want to do a different fence for this enclosure. At least for the bottom part of it. So I want to do lots of colors and stuff like that. Purple. And I'll connect them all as one fence at the end, because then they'll be willing to connect up. Ooh, God. Orange. Yellow. Green. Blue. Purple. Yeah, see, this is why I normally don't do this stuff on without time-lapsing, because it takes a while. And it's not the most riveting thing. I find it really relaxing, but I don't really have much to comment about it. It's just making colorful fences and... Okay, so I'm not gonna do past this point, because all the ones that I want to be the normal little fence are all this size. So I don't want to do it past this point, because the rest of it's gonna be custom fencing. And I'll probably be doing that off camera entirely instead of in a time lapse. Because sometimes, even though recording is fun and you get to record your hobbies, sometimes I just want to sit back and relax and not worry about creating content all the time. Even if it's mostly just for me. So purple, and then next would be yellow. Okay, so then I want to grab all these fences. And this should work how I think it will. And do this. And they should retain their colors. Yes! Yes! It's perfect. Okay. How high can the lynx jump? We kinda need to know. How high can a lynx jump? Can I not look at your zoo logs at all? I guess I'll do it from here. I want to look at your zoo logs, please. Ugh. I was hoping it would. It says a lot of really interesting information, but it doesn't say how high they can jump. I thought that was something that they said that they had. Climbing land. Oh, here we go. Grade 3 climb proof. 10 feet. Alright, so they can jump 10 feet. So we're gonna up this barrier. We're gonna grab this barrier here. And we're going to up this until it is 10 feet tall. Where is the numbers that show the height? Height labels. Terrain relative. Okay, we're at 18 feet. I think that's actually perfectly fine then. Alright, and then like I said, the rest of this I'm gonna do with shapes and stuff like that, and I'm gonna do that off camera. So this is a bit of a shorter episode, but I think that's fine. We got some terrain stuff done. Like I said, I think I'm gonna do most of moving in the lynx off camera, and I'm sorry for that if it was like, oh, so exciting, I wanted to see the lynx. You will. You'll probably see her in her completed habitat when it's done, but I'm gonna do the rest off camera. Probably. I don't know yet, but maybe. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.